Yes, so this is Frakas Mofaya Fuka Fuka, representing for We4We TV. Um, we just got back from a protest. We were out there in New York City by the Nigerian house, the Nigerian consulate, and also by the United Nations to protest for the release of Omoyele Sowore, and it was a great one. A lot of people showed up over there. A lot of friends of Sowore, a lot of people that didn't even know who Sowore is or was. People, white people, brown people, yellow people, Chinese people, Indian people. It was like a love fest. We did the same thing last week, Thursday, and a lot of people showed up as well. I just want to thank everybody that was out there today. Big shout out to my good friend Chidi, Dr. Chidi from Worship Media. Shout out. Shout out to Dr. Ikem Chukwuneke. Shout out to Igwe Nkemo Nomara. Shout out to JDM. Shout out to Dr. Damages with Sahara Reporters. Shout out to Tomato Jaws. Shout out to the Noisemaker. Everybody that was out there today, plus more. And it was a crazy moment. It was a crazy moment. Now, it got to a point where we had to design what we call the corridor of shame. So when the Nigerian representatives at the UN went and called on the New York Police Department, they asked them to create additional room for them, that we were choking them up. They needed more room to pass through. So we told them it's okay. You had enough room to go through, so just go through the little room there. So they didn't want to come out. Most of the governor of Ogun State was there. A few of them, they didn't want to come out because they wanted the room to be wider. They were worried about what, the protesters were going to do. But of course, we were anyway. So we finally opened the barricade up a little bit, and we named it the corridor of shame, the walk of shame. So anybody that walked through that little corridor, the little passageway that had a tag on, that meant the person is either an official of the embassy or a representative of the government that's visiting. So they will yell, "Oh yeah, ole, ole, ole," and then the people would just the people were so scared. I don't know why they were scared. Maybe the Ekweremadu effect. They were all shook up. I'm like, are you serious? So that corridor of shame, they call it the corridor of Ole. Any of those politicians passing through there will be heckled, they'll be yelled at and all that stuff. And they were running. Some of them would just run through it like crazy. But anyway, I guess it's that Ekweremadu effect. But people were just out there peaceful. Nothing was going on. People just wanted the government to realize that everybody's tired of what the government is doing. How could you just be going around arresting people that give dissenting opinions or dissenting voices? The beauty of every democracy is the fact that you have opposition, credible opposition. You understand? The opposition has to be there. If you cannot take dissent, if you cannot take any opposing voices, then you're a tyrant basically. And there's no way we're gonna let tyranny rule in this 21st century. You don't do that. And besides that, Nigerians are getting wiser. Nigerians are getting more matured now. Back in the day, Nigerians did not really care much. And I think the government, most of the officials are still using the same tactics. Some of these politicians and so-called elites and leaders are still using the same crazy tactics. What they do is that they go into the community, they pick a few individuals and feed them, make them very happy, sustain them properly, and then they'll starve the rest of the people. And those few individuals will become their mouthpiece to the people, and they'll become the sedative they'll have a sedative effect on the people. Whenever they complain, they'll send them, yeah, go talk to your people. You know you're getting paid. And they'll go to the people and say, please be patient, please be patient, please be. We had a lot of them today out there today telling us to please be patient. These were just workers in the lower echelon of the settings, the administrative settings. They'll send the lower ones to come talk to us. Guys, well, please, because make gonna take them easy, make gonna take them easy. Why? Because you want to cool us off so that your guy can pass through the corridor of shame. Is that what? So it was just crazy. Same thing happens in our villages today. They'll go to your village, they will appoint one crazy person and tell them he's your leader. And then all of a sudden, whenever there's an issue, when they don't govern right, they'll send that same person to go calm the people down. That's wrong. Showore, I personally know him. He's a very good guy. You know, when he first started to run for president, myself, We4We TV, Abacha, Igwe, JDM, Eberechi, a few of us, we got together, gave him one of the first starts of the town hall meetings in New Jersey. And it was great. A lot of our Igbo leaders came together, listened to him, and then he spoke very well, and people started to feel him. Then I called some of our people in Alaba, in Nigeria, to welcome him. Some people in Owerri to welcome him. Some of our brothers in Calabar donated homes, houses for offices for the Take It Back movement and all that. So he's a very good guy. Personally, I could tell you that. Besides that, he has a great heart. You know, he works hard for the people. You know, he's really, really passionate about good governance, about activism in general. So holding him down because he wanted to protest is just crazy. Free speech cannot be denied and should not be denied for anyone. So over there today, we had some Caucasian people, white people, black people, brown people, everybody. And most of them, everybody just came there because of peace. You don't even have to agree with somebody. You don't have to be from the same political, ideological, religious, or otherwise leaning. You don't have to be leaning the same way with that person. All we ask for is peace. Injustice to one is injustice to another. And if you let injustice brew right here, it's going to come back to haunt you, or haunt your relative, or haunt someone, for your friend somewhere later. So wherever you see injustice, you must cut it off from the head. Very, very important. You don't even have to be, if the person is a Muslim like El Zakzaki, we protested for him today also. You don't even have to be a Muslim, you don't have to be a Christian. You just have to understand fundamental human rights. You cannot go around killing people. You cannot go around locking people up that don't agree with you. Democracy must prevail. The rule of law must prevail in Africa. And the power belongs to you and I. If you let these people, if you don't let them know that the power belongs to you, they're going to keep messing with us. This is, yes, they talk about revolution. What are they scared of? Revolution? Revolution is when you revolve, you change something around, revolve. It doesn't mean Shawara wanted to grab AK-47, go into the Aso Rock and grab and drag out Buhari and change over government. No, it's the mindset of the people. He's talking to the people, including the people that work for Buhari. Everything has to change. This thing is none of our politics. It's about the mindset, and it's about the need for the people to change. The education, we can talk about voter education all we want. The most important thing is for our people to understand voter education or not. Human rights education is very important. You must respect the fact that your neighbor has the right to liberty, justice, peace, freedom, all that stuff. When you realize that, then you work towards that. And your neighbor feels the same way about you. Before you know it, we're going to have a better and just society. When someone protests It doesn't have to be because they are with you. A lot of PD people are very mad at Shaware because they said he made good luck. He was the one that got good luck out. I say, okay. No, it wasn't just him. A lot of PDP members, people like Saraki, people like Atiku himself, yes. A bunch of the PDP people were also against Goodluck Jonathan. In fact, they were supporting Buhari. Yes, now they switched over their PDP. Now, all of a sudden, it's okay to forgive him, but it's not okay to forgive Omoyele Sowore. Really? How wonderful. My point is that Omoyele Sowore challenged Buhari. No, I mean, he was for Buhari, fine. And I respect the fact, let's commend him. The fact that he changed his mind and he didn't even hide like the rest of them still hiding. He came out and said, I changed my mind. This man is not the right person. That's why you should applaud Omoyele Sowore for speaking his mind and being truthful about how and when he changed his mind about that, about the new government. All I'm trying to say is this. Don't kill Sowore because he supported Goodluck Jonathan. So, a lot of other people did. And don't kill Sowore because you think he's not Igbo or he's not Hausa. Or, no. A lot of people think, oh, Sowore, Yoruba, this and that. Sowore told them, they said, oh, Sowore, you're Yoruba. That's why you wanted Goodluck out because Goodluck is a Joe. And he told them, oh, for your information, most of you guys didn't even know. I am a Yoruba speaking Ijaw man. A lot of people didn't even know he was Ijaw. Yes, he speaks Yoruba. He's from Ondo State. He grew up in Ondo State. He associates everything. Most of his schools, he speaks Yoruba. But ethnically, he's an Ijaw man. So if it was about kicking Jonathan out, if anything, he would have wanted to protect Jonathan as a fellow Ijaw man. But he spoke his mind. That's the truth, you know, in his heart. He spoke his heart. So please, let's applaud him for being truthful. I'm just begging everybody, let's make Nigeria a better place. The same thing happened when Nnamdi Kanu was locked up. Everybody went mute. What kind of a society is this? Because you didn't believe in Nnamdi Kanu's preachings. You didn't have to believe in Nnamdi Kanu's preaching. You didn't even have to like Nnamdi Kanu. All you needed to do was get mad at the powers that be that's holding someone against his will, one, and against the orders of the court. When the court says leave him, you gotta leave him. You're not even supposed to arrest people in the first place because of because of free speech. Now all of a sudden you're holding them. That's wrong. Now the court says leave him and you're still trying to hold them. Like today, the DSS is trying to tweak their application to continue holding Sowore. You don't do that. You don't do that. So my people, once again, let's come together. Let's build a better society. Injustice to one is injustice to another. If they are doing injustice to IPOB members, you have to speak out. You don't have to say, oh, because I don't like their tactics. IPOB are miscreants, their tactics. No. If they proscribe IPOB wrongly, unjustly, you must speak out. Speak out. Mietie Allah, the Fulani headsman group, they're still not categorized as terrorists and they do all the killings. But IPOB and El Zakzaki group are all, the Shiites are all terrorists in the eyes of the government. Something is inherently wrong. And if we keep on being silent, the silence is going to drag us all into a pit of hell. We must speak out. Activism no be, my activism no be joke. It's something that must be alive in every one of us. Let's all stand up for truth, justice, equity. Bikono, umunnem no monam, ariola men no biko. Enwe he mega ndo wereshi. Ona doma ekoma, ewala. Biko polano, okuku mmiri ejila hala nga oku. Chukwu agoziela anyị ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama. Biko ka anyị jikwakpa ahụ ihe na-arịla anyị mma. Anyị na-move ihe. Anyị hụ na ha arị mma, anyị ekwuo ya. Let us speak out for the truth. No. They won't know. Once again, all Frakas more fire. Val Amadi, We4We TV. Me love no.